Right, day 63 I believe, and I'm quite amazed. This lost. I decided to put this one in some water, and it lost its colour, but the colour didn't actually appear to be really ending up into the water unless there's something else going on. So, and I decided to plant a cape in it last night, and so far it's still turgid and hasn't wilted. So there you go, fellas. And doesn't that look like summer soil you've seen at other people's places in the past? Makes you wonder if it's going to green. If it greens up, ha ha ha. Ah, yes. Having said that, let's move on. I don't think there's much else to report, except I was forgetting to fill up that pond there with the thing. I was saying, how come this isn't greening more on the top? And I suddenly realised it was down a bloody inch. Okay. So I've just watered this one. It's been flushed and I watered it. I planted a cape in it last night, so we'll keep an eye on it. It's not the best cape in the world, so it's going to have to struggle, sort of thing, Yeah, new pub raucous with Greg Burke and the Macquarie men. It's going to have to struggle. Got to go to Hamburg first, I think. Yeah. So I think the cape's slowly making a move, but Jesus, for a cape. Oh, and I took these out. These are the what was floating and stayed floating. What would float why I flushed it. I took out, and I'm probably going to have to move that because it's going to be 36 degrees today. I reckon it's the first true day of humid and 36, so it's not good. Anyway, as I said, that one looks like it's making a move. I'm getting greening every now and again. I don't know. I've got another bit of patch of greening there. Where is it? Another one's making a move. Oh, yes, this one over here. I don't know if you can see that in there without me casting a shadow on it. But down there, it's starting to make a move. So it's starting to make its so-called, in quotes, summer leaves, I would say. But yeah, this one's still not dead, but we're trying very hard. These over here, what was it, day 3 now, or 3 or 4 now? Yeah, they're in, they're not dying, and they're surviving. So, sweet dreams. Yeah, pub rock in the back of the camera. Especially when you got a fly in your throat. Anyway, so that's about it really. Nothing much else to report. So this one, they're still okay like this, so ordering this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I put a bit of tissue on there, and I put this up on a block. So I think I might have to put those other ones up on a block as well. So yeah, the sun's really intense. I may have to water midday or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking of making up another bucket. Yeah, I've got an idea. I think if I can reduce it all the way down. I was thinking this. I keep in the back of my mind. They keep this idea that they do this weird thing. We have a phosphorus sensitive flora in this country, very phosphorus sensitive, and yet to cure areas of the bush that have phytophthora infection, they use phosphoric acid. I've been pondering about this in the back of my mind, and suddenly I got this idea. I think I can have a overall summary that can actually encompass that and take that in and explain that with the CPs as a background sort of subject. I think so. I'm going to try one more soil, and considering how amazingly weird this was, like I put this in, I was expecting it to wilt within hours, hasn't wilted, and it's 36 degrees today and it's still turgid, and as I said, it's lost that brown colour, but the brown colour doesn't seem to have been gone into the water, and whether the water's now going to darken over days and that's going to become our tannins, I don't know, but as I said, it's pretty weird. Yeah, fellas, I mean, and I've seen that look on other people's, they come in with sponges growing and that sort of stuff, and I'm thinking, yeah. I think they've been telling us, how do you grow? Oh, it's the usual, just peat and sand. I think, yeah, you've been telling us porkies over the years. What would Jesus do? That's right, up against the wall, bang, bang, bang. He didn't like usury, did he? Yeah, well, he chucked the money lenders out of the temple, didn't he? Usury, that's basically using bait to make more bait. If you're a fisherman and men, you use bait to catch fish so you can eat to survive. No, they were using bait, money, on loans to make more money, which is, that they used to, loan out to make more money. Putting out bait to make more bait, to put out as bait to make more bait. Usury, basically. Not putting out bait to catch fish and eating and, passing it on to other people who are hungry. No, it's sort of a bit like a misery situation. Keeping it to yourself, but, not actually having fish, but just accumulating bait by putting out bait, basically. So, yeah, he didn't like that. Chucked the money timbers out. I don't know how he chucked them out. Was it like a forced choke and a throw against the wall? Yeah, it makes you wonder. I know, fellas, I'm just waxing lyrical here as per bloody fucking usual. But yeah, I don't know. I think I've gone over the top and past the actual answer. The answer, considering that over there, is a lot simpler than we think it is, and I think I can explain that Phytophthora thing in the bush, which is a bit sort of arse up and pear shaped, really. You got this phosphorus sensitive flora, and when you get Phytophthora in the zone, you actually put phosphoric acid on this area to cure the Phytophthora, yet you've got a phosphorus sensitive flora. Are you crazy? And I think, no, maybe not. I think I can explain it. Anyway, so you've got to do this for Gideon, yeah, maybe these are taking off, I don't know. So maybe there is something to the zinc angle. It's just you got to wait and get it right, sort of thing. Anyway, I'll consider it. I'll keep it in the back of mind, but I'm not too game to actually go straight in there like that. But it only seems to be working on the really deep pot. So again, is it something to do with anabiosis and the fact that zinc oxide, I don't think is actually an oxide in quotes. It is an oxide, but I mean, it's the oxygen is so tightly bound. You can just think of it as you're just putting a form of zinc on there, really, not actually an oxide. It's a bit like the iron oxide. It's hard to be attacked. It doesn't reduce down too easily, except with the chloride. There you go. So you've got salty soil, salty sand, because the sand's been dug up from the beach. Maybe you're going to have a few problems. Your iron's going to get really strong and mobile in the soil, I don't know. Anyway, well, that's about it. Oh yeah, this one here. So this is, basically the middle one. It's half the pot is newspaper sailors on top, and it's the usual thing, wrong time of the day sort of thing. Mate, Rich, just turn that pot, Richard, just turn that pot. Oh, bugger. That's going to leak now, bugger. Oh well, you made me do it, fellas. You made me break my bucket. There's a bloody crack in my bucket, Eliza. Okay. Anyway, lucky we got the stuff on the top. We don't really need to have the water like that. Anyway, that's about it for today. Oh wow, look at the sun intensity now. God, they're going to be roasting in that. Oh, and we got this leaf floating around over here. Put that in partial shade with a bit of. I find if they're on a damp soil, you can feel the humidity coming off. You can actually put leaves like that, and they don't dehydrate and wilt, sort of thing. So yeah. I don't like the look of the soil, fellas. I can understand why people struggle to make it, add more stuff in to make it more stable. But of course, I think that's when they lose the anaerobic conditions down the bottom end of the pot, and nothing works, basically. But then again, looking at this thing, we've got a bee there. I think people have been telling us a whole load of porkies over the years, fellas. I've seen that look many times before in people's collections. They haven't been telling us the truth. Yeah, that's it. Up against the wall, bang, bang, bang. Oh, and these ones got new leaves coming out, so yeah. Okay. So yeah, nice leaves by the looks of it. It's going to be nice ones. So interesting. Anyway, and this one's starting to make a move too. So I think, as I said, I think I've cracked it, but I think I've gone way past the goalpost. I'm kicking the ball behind the goalpost now, you know, behind the goal. I'm on the next pitch, the next field sort of thing. I've gone too far with this. I think it can be so much simpler. I'm going to strip it down to 2 components, I reckon, and then I'll be done, I reckon. And I can just add a bit of gloss to those 2 components, but I think that's it. I think I can reduce the whole thing down just to 2 things, basically. And yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it, all that work just to get it down to 2 things, you know. All that effort and work just almost doesn't seem worth it in a way. It's too simple, I think. But oh yeah, I better do some of these. Yeah, I'm doing 6. 6 seems to be the 6 sort of jushes, I don't know. And I think some of them are starting to make a move now. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, some of them are surprisingly making a move when you wouldn't think they would do. But that's amazing. You just stick it in bark chip. You think, oh, oops. Oh, I did that. I reckon I did that this morning. Oh, well. Yeah, we've met with my sort of zhushing. Oh, well, there you go. An old soldier goes to die. Oh, well. Oh, well, don't chuck it away. Don't chuck it away, Richard. You can stick it in some sand and grow it yourself a new fly. Yeah, right. How easily do these things strike? Or maybe if I put it between the 2. I've got to find an area where it is between the 2. Maybe that's the trick. Stick it in sand next to some newspaper cellulose, but not. And whatever happens on the interface between the newspaper cellulose and the sand, probably greening all the way down a sheer profile that sort of, you know, sterilises in quotes the cutting so it doesn't rot off, and then eventually over time, give it enough time, it will strike. I don't know. It'll be dead tomorrow, fellas, won't it? So yeah, this one's starting to float as well. So oh yeah, what are we on now? Are we still on spot? Yeah, still putting up new stuff, but it's okay. But you know, I mean, I would have been impressed 40 years ago, but not now. Too much. And you see that hollow in there? It seems to be like some scientific activity going on in that hollow. They do talk about these plants growing up on the edges of hollows, and this one's starting to put out a couple of new leaves too. So you know, down there if we can get it without getting the sun. And this one, well, for newspaper cellulose, sand and a bit of chalk on the bottom, that's not too bad, I suppose. You know, I think you're asking for too much more when you haven't got too many components. I think you can only have like 6 or 7 components in the soil according to the 15% rule, and any more than that you're just overdoing it, you know, cooking and stuff. You know, 15%, you can only have like 6 or 7 15% in a pot, basically. Okay, well this one's still going, isn't it? So yeah, so yep, that's putting out a move, and I've still got that zone in there I couldn't photograph properly yesterday. That sort of green spotting every now and then. Why is it in spots, fellas? That's what I want to know. Why in spots? Okay, well that's about it. Over out for day 63, I think it is. When I'm 64, that'll be tomorrow. Okay.